Everything in the world is about Asmongold. That's what happens when you're an egomaniac.
Is this about me?
In April of 2023, an anonymous post on 4chan went viral after it highlighted that one specific talent agency manages some of the largest online content creators in the world.
I have heard about this.
Something that on its own isn't too particularly surprising. What is surprising, however, is where this talent agency, Night Media, seems to be getting its money from.
Uh-oh.
Context.
Did you know that Asmongold and Mr. Beast belong to the same talent agency? And that they are both directly connected to Disney and Amazon? Today, I learned that a company named Night Media literally manages basically every single Zoomer e-celebrity, including
I mean, Asmongold's main audience is literally 10-year-olds at this point, so pretty accurate.
Hassan Piker, Nico Lowell, Dream, and those guys. If you ever look at the YouTube trending tab, at least one of Night's talents will be up there. Night Media is just a subsidiary of Night Incorporated. Itself is valued in the hundreds of millions of dollars from venture capitalists and angel investors. Who owns Night? The CEO of Night Media is Reed Dushler. I don't know how to say his fucking name. Who formerly worked for NFL and then went on to be Dude Perfect's manager. The president of Night, Ezra Cooperstein, who is presently full-screen Rooster Teeth, Lawmaker Studios. Got it. Ironically, neither of these guys are the real talent managers, as the position is for their 90-plus employees, including Andrew Pelosi, a former high-up influential.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So, yeah, I had no idea about this. Yeah, I actually had no idea.
As it turns out, this 4chan
Okay, that doesn't mean anything for any side.
post was just the tip of the iceberg.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's supposed? Yeah, there we go.
Night Media is a company that helps manage and represent various content creators and online influencers, most of which you've probably heard of. Their talent roster includes the top 3 English-speaking Twitch streamers in the entire world: Hassan Abi, Asmongold, and Kai
Okay.
Cenat, and also Kai Cenat's entire content team called AMP, which includes Plaqueboy Max, Phantom, Duke Dennis, Agent 00, and Chris Next Door, as well as many other top content creators on platforms like YouTube and TikTok, such as Safiya Nygaard, Dream, Nico Lowell, and up until just a few months ago, even Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Functionally, Night Media helps content creators in their pursuit of growth and success, while also hooking them up with brand deals and various sponsorships. That being said,
By the way, all of this is so absolutely pointless, because when you're as big as these people, you can just hire your own agent and you're completely fine. You don't need someone like Night Media just taking a cut of whatever shitty deal they offer you, and you're completely fine. It's pointless. These things are so pointless when you're big enough. And even when you're small, you're just kind of paying them money for very, very mediocre and shitty gigs most of the time. And you really don't get anything, because most sponsorship deals just email you. Yeah, you have your email, and they just email you and make an offer. It's not that hard. And again, if you want to find sponsorship deals of your own, you can literally just hire a person who manages that. So why would anyone actually go to something like Night Media or any other organization like this? I just don't understand that.
beyond that, Night Media also receives an insane amount of money from outside.
Now, does it make stuff easier? Yes, technically, and we as humans love when stuff is easier because they already have the plushie lines, the context, the everything. But again, you can save so much money by just hiring someone who can does this for you and is on your payroll, which is so much easier.
Investors.
It's actually not true. Usually, so the way that
Wait, what's not true?
While also hooking them up with brand deals and various sponsorships. That being said, beyond that, Night Media also receives an insane amount of money from outside investors.
It's actually not true. Usually, so the way that
How would you not know if that's true if you have no idea who runs the organization?
a lot of talent management companies work is that talent management companies generally don't have any insight or oversight over what talent does because it's just simply outside of their purview and it's too much work, right? And so, like, why would you want to go around and tell people what to say and what not to say, etc.?
Okay, yeah, this is a blatant lie. Talent agencies typically are not gonna tell you that they're gonna govern how you do things, but let's just think for a moment logically about this. Imagine you're a talent agency, and there's this streamer that you work with, and he's making you decent money from all the things that you offer him and whatnot. And now that streamer is slowly starting to go off the rails. Now, as a talent agency which manages talent, as the name implies, what do? Let your golden piggy just go up in flames, or maybe talk to them and say, hey, buddy, how about let's not talk about X subjects or do whatever this, and how about you don't talk badly about the other people that are part of Night Media, because that's bad. Some talent organizations literally, by the way, blatantly manage what the creators say, do, events they do, and all of that stuff. But a lot of them don't. That is true. A lot of them can, sometimes don't. But they are gonna tell you to avoid X subjects. They are gonna tell you that, hey, if you're working with us, you can't attack other people from our media group. And this kind of perfectly, for example, explains why it doesn't matter how much of a stupid thing Hassan ever does. Asmongold is literally there, lubing up the shaft, ready to go completely as deep as his throat possibly allows him to say, oh yes, Hassan didn't do anything bad here, and Hassan's not completely wrong, right here. Okay? Yeah, that explains it, and that's part of it.
And so the way that usually things go is that people generally join different talent agencies, and they join these things because of the different like propositions for making money. Yes. Right? That's basically the way that it works, because obviously like it's hard to, you know.
Yes. And again, that's also a great example. Now think about it. You have joined a talent agency that's making you money, and you like it because it's pretty easy. You don't absolutely have to do anything. They just skim off the top a little bit. You don't even know that, honestly, and you're making pretty much free real estate, right? Well, you like this, don't you? And suddenly you do something that talent organization doesn't want you to do, and they tell you, hey, don't do that. That's bad for business. And you're like, well, I guess I'll not do it because I don't want to lose money. Again, it's the saying that these things don't, at the bare minimum, extremely indirectly dictate a lot of things about what you do and what you do not do is a complete lie. There is no way any rational person can ever say that.
You know, like figure out with like some company about like how much money you're going to get paid, so you have an agent do that for you. That's the way it works. So it's not your experience, therefore it doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's the typical Asmongold take, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, my direct experience with the thing that's being specifically talked about, yes.
Wait. This is sus. He usually just doesn't agree with this. He says that his experience is the finite experience and it should never be judged. What's going on here?
Absolutely. And this is also my experience because I'm an owner of a talent management company as well. That's correct.
There we go. And by the way, yeah, he has a talent agency which never gets promoted, never does anything. I'm not sure it even exists. What does it do? Does anyone know what it actually does? Because I remember this was like 2, maybe 3 years ago that he made like a talent agency. Well, again, everything that Asmongold does except OTK, he has been approached by people who have already done thing, and he just needs to be the face of it. That is Starforge, and that is the talent agency. But the talent agency is sus because I have never seen him promote it, I think. I have never seen him even talk about this. Maybe it's just a deal where they get to claim, hey, Asmongold is a part of us, and he's gonna give you advice on how to become big. That could probably work out.
This is my experience.
For instance, in 2022,
Yeah.
Knight Media received over $100 million in investment.
So, by the way, he literally is saying, "Oh, my experience is a joke," because he's literally saying he is right because he has been a part of a thing, and now he gets paid money to put his name on a talent agency. Okay, listen, if we're talking about self-experience, I can tell you about this because, yeah, I have been approached by this crap, and I always ask how much you're gonna pay me, what's gonna happen, what do you do? And one of the talent agencies literally just flat out told me, okay, here's a list of things that you should be doing and should not be doing, and then we can work with you. Yeah. And in their description, it did not say that they're gonna govern what I do, but they wanted to. Because again, it's beneficial for them to at least slightly govern what people can and can't do.
Investment capital from the Sheridan Group, also known as TCG, so that Knight Media can continue to, quote, invest in creators and manage their roster of online.
Oh, and I almost forgot. This is the best probably example of why obviously these types of organizations do govern what you do and want to govern what you do. Okay, imagine you're Asmongold's company, Knight Media or whatever it's called, and you have, I don't know, some kind of Mr. Beast tier person, and he's completely losing it, going off the rocker, making streams about using all the bad things, doing all of the bad things, and he's completely imploding. Now, at times like this, do you think the media, the talent agency is not going to step in and say, hey, can you please stop doing this? You look bad? Because this is what ultimately happens. Either the talent agency lets them go, but if they let them go, that's really bad for them because one, they are losing money. Two, now they potentially have a reputation of being a talent agency that's literally just gonna cut ties with you the moment anything bad happens. And so why would people want to work with a talent agency that's gonna just cut them off at the first opportunity if things are not going as good as they want? That's probably the best example.
Online social media influencers.
Yeah.
From TCG's own website, they claim to invest in companies that are seeking to, quote, define culture.
Of course.
Of note, in 2020,
What do you mean, of course? That's not something you probably would like to say. If you're a talent agency, your mission statement is probably we want to create the most lucrative situation for our business partners by offering them the best deals and everything, not change culture. This sounds like BlackRock.
2012, TCG received $200 million from investors led by
Okay, there it is.
the Providence Equity Group, and another $700 million from various undisclosed investors in 2019.
So it's literally Blackguard, Vanguard, Chase, and whatever.
On their website, the Providence Equity Group said
Diversity and inclusion. Why would they even need this as a talent management company? Interesting.
as, quote, our diversity and inclusion D&I committee leads Providence's efforts to build and preserve a diverse culture within our firm and assist in the diversity efforts of our portfolio companies.
Okay, portfolio companies is way different. Okay, do not get this twisted. A business portfolio would be investments. Here they are talking about diverse portfolio in the companies that they have. So the parent group is literally inserting woke and DEI in the companies that they own. And that's most likely because of outside investors, because, well, you know, when you're getting, what was it, 30 mil or 200 mil, and then it was 700 mil or something like that. When you're getting that much, BlackRock's probably also investing, okay?
Record.
Oh, wait, wrong.
And assist in the diversity efforts of our portfolio companies.
So, this is not good.
Yeah. Night Vita, comment really struck a chord. Yeah, I mean, I think that I feel like one thing is that the reason why it annoys me whenever people talk about this is because it is stupid people that don't know what they're talking about, presenting themselves as if they
Okay, guy with a joke experience.
are thoughtful and insightful.
I mean, if someone's presenting about something that they don't know anything about and you know about that stuff, you can just use very easy examples typically. We're not talking about particle physics here, okay? There's probably very many easy examples to prove someone wrong. Like the examples I gave that pretty easily justify the need of these talent agencies to actually kind of govern at the bare minimum slightly, even if that is not what they typically do, their talents and what they do and what they don't do, because that means money for them.
And I always hate when stupid people get together and collectively agree that their stupid delusions aren't stupid. It annoys me.
Okay, that's very cool. That's very self-centered and completely unjustified by any means. So, typically Asmongold is not going to explain why he's right, but he sometimes explains why at least other people are wrong in his opinion, even though if that opinion is held together by duct tape and complete egocentrism. Now he's not even explaining what these people are stupid and wrong about. He's just trying to do a grandstand that, oh, stupid people are stupid and I'm smart, which is kind of a new level of low even for him. I approve.
It does. And so that's the reason why it strikes a chord with me, because I see a bunch of people that don't know what they're talking about.
I mean, for example, this video currently is not claiming anything. It's literally, by the way, providing proof of what it's saying. It's not claiming anything currently. It's just saying what's the investment, that there's DUI and all of that stuff. What are they wrong about?
That draw conclusions. Like, is this really
There is no conclusion currently even being made.
a big surprise that a big company is getting investment capital from other big companies? You could
that is completely ignoring the point being made here.
you could make this same video about any company. All of these companies
Yeah, we know that all the companies with the diversity, inclusion, equity, and all of that crap are pretty woke and bad. And they hate us. Yeah, we know that, so...
are interconnected. That's the way it goes. You're painting with such a broad brush that effectively it doesn't matter what you categorize. Every place has some sort of, like lip service to diversity, equity, inclusion.
Oh, now it's lip service. Whew. Boys, woke isn't real. Pack it up. Pack it up, boys. All of that shit, Assassin's Creed, Skull and Bones, all of that stuff, it's not real. It's not real. Pack it up, boys.
Have to.
It's just lip service, okay? Sweet babying probably doesn't even exist. How could we ever been so wrong?
Do that. Money shuffles around. Yeah. That's really every company that
Yeah, money does shuffle around. Whoa. Well, more is more.
relies on public image. Is there always a conspiracy somehow? Isn't that the problem? I don't think necessarily companies that are investing in each other for it being a problem. I don't think this is really about me. Yeah, this is... I thought this was about me. But yeah.
Wait, so he's not interested in it because it's not about him?
Pretty much about it.
Okay.
AI, influential social network, AI distribution, etc. Yeah, as somebody who's been, like, again, Stay Safe is somewhat of a blind spot when it comes to finance and economics. I don't see him acknowledge these factors in a lot of content. Well, I think this is really what the truth is, right? Is that premise
What
here
the
is a
truth
4chan
is.
post. Stay Safe is really holding all the straws when WoW Classic content dries up fast.
How are we? Why are we talking about Stay Safe? I think he's the OTK money guy or finance. I probably would not call him finance, but okay.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not like criticizing Stay Safe or whatever, but what I am saying is that people have a misunderstanding.
I have no idea how we got here. Why is the conversation suddenly about Stay Safe?
understanding of how talent management works.
Okay.
And I understand it better than they do, period.
I mean, you understand everything in life better than everyone. Big true?
I own a talent management company.
Wow.
And I've worked with companies like this for 8 years. I'm telling you.
Wow. So have I.
This is the way that it works.
Yeah, okay.
Don't like telling people what content they need to make because it's an extra level of management. Now, there are
Wait.
actually companies that do that for you. Like for
I was gonna say, okay, from no company does that ever, which we were at the start of the video, by the way. I was gonna say, now we are, well, some companies kind of almost do that because, you know, some do. And now he's just saying, oh yeah, there are companies that flat out do this. What was the point of this? What was the point, Asmongold? In 7 minutes, you disproved the whole basis of the video yourself. You started off with no one ever does this because it's extra work, and now you're literally admitting, yeah, some companies flat out do this. How?
For example, a lot of VTuber agencies do this. So do you want to know what?
Okay, yeah. From the... Well, there's edited stuff and, you know, there's cut out edits, but I'm assuming in roughly 10 minutes, he completely has flipped from the start of no one ever does this, it's impossible, to, yeah, there's literally companies that do this. What?
One of the big reasons why we don't do that.
Okay, and now he's saying we don't do that.
It's because it's a lot of work and it's a lot of extra money. That's the reason why. So no, that doesn't happen.
Surely.
It's not efficient to micromanage talent. No, it's not. And so
it is efficient to micromanage talent. The more control you... If you can micromanage talent, that means that you have power over them and they are willing to do what you are telling them. Which is, by the way, literally of talent agencies' wet dream, because they can literally say, hey, you do this now, then you do this, and you're making them money. If you can micromanage talent, that's perfect because you're making more money.
You're going to switch them if it becomes big success or nice media. Oh, I work with both of them. It's a complex thing, but it's like business stuff, and so it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't really explaining it. People...
You probably can't explain it.
People are confusing MCNs with talent agencies. Yeah. What do they manage now? Wait, so you're part of Night Media? Yeah, I'm represented by them. Absolutely. Yeah, basically, so, like, this is what happened, is that...
So, first of all, this doesn't make sense. That is absolutely... Asmongold probably doesn't even know that Night Media and his talent agency companies are probably not the same, and they do different things. Because there is no world where Night Media has signed a contract with Asmongold that says, oh yeah, you're doing work with us currently, and you can go do work with anyone at any point that you like. That's fine. That doesn't happen. And if he owns his own talent agency, which he does, but, you know, how much owns is there in this situation, I have no idea. What percent? Because, again, this is probably just one more situation where already a finished product approached Asmongold and said, hey, become the face of it, put your signature on this, and you're going to get a part of the profits. Again, when you have money, making money, it becomes really easy because you just literally get approached by people. Okay? It's really easy to get money when you have money. And if he actually owns a part of the company, that company will never allow him to work with a company that's not them, but does the same exact thing. So he completely, most likely, doesn't understand what's going on because that situation is impossible.
So I met a guy, I got along really well with the guy. This is in like 2017 or so, whenever I first started streaming and everything. I met him like downtown Austin through like a friend. And he worked for, I think it was like WME or like another company at the time. And so like usually this is the way that a lot of people do things. And you can ask any other content creator, they'll probably tell you the same thing. Is that content creators generally don't actually stay with agencies. They stay with agents. And so when that agent left that place,
He's right, but that's not how I'm making a stupid face. This is not some kind of exclusive magical thing to being a streamer or a YouTuber or whatnot, okay? This happens in all levels of business. If you have ever worked in any business that has brokers that sell the appropriate legal products of whatever company that you do, then you know these salesmen have a lot of power, and they sometimes, when they leave and go to work to another place, they take their clients with them, because the client doesn't really know the company typically that well in a lot of cases, but they do know their broker, and if their broker is a good broker, that means that they're getting a discount on everything that they buy, because that's just how these things work. And yeah, they keep going with their broker because the broker is good and whatnot, and it's not the company that they are interested in. If you have ever worked in anything where these types of brokers exist, you know how this stuff happens, and it's pretty insane.
And then they moved over to Night Media. Well, then I just moved over to Night Media with them. It's pretty simple. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened. Was his name Lucifer? Yeah, clearly. But yeah, and so the reason why I get annoyed by this stuff is that I think it's people with like a profound amount of ignorance that are talking about something that they don't have any experience in.
Stay Safe TV? Wait, isn't this his own guy? What? Or it was Stay Safe? No. It was some kind of Nick who got fired. Interesting. No, wait. Does he even work for them? I have no idea.
But they're doing it inside of the context of thinking that they are like that.
Wait, let me just Google Stay Safe OTK. Stay Safe OTK. Stay Safe talks about OTK, but nope. Stay Safe disagrees with Asmongold and makes an excellent point on no, that is something different. That's about World of Warcraft. OTK, no, Stay Safe doesn't seem to be a part of OTK, I guess. Okay.
That they're like, like part of some kind of insider information. Like, I hate conspiracy theorists like this whenever I understand it better than they do.
Well, typically what the smart person does when they understand something better than someone else, they just explain it. And in all of this, I haven't heard a single explanation why anyone is wrong at claiming anything. Furthermore, we didn't even see a proper claim being made here. A claim of wrongdoing. We just have the mission statement, the equity diversity part. Is that wrong? I don't know. Anyway, Asmongold's a moron. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.